Well, hello to you all. You're all streaming in the room here pretty good. We got a big crowd today. I expected it that because of the number of opt-ins or registrations, I suppose we have from the FA blast that went out. So that drives up the attendance quite a bit. Anyway, the best way to communicate, if you're looking to do that, is via chat, and I'll get to those in the second hour. I won't be able to do it in the first hour. Now, you don't have to stay for the second hour for wings credit or any of that. That's going to be this hour, okay? So let me give you the format of what we're going to do today, so you kind of sit down and wonder what's going to go on. So the first hour we're going to talk. I have a whole presentation set here for you on airspace, and by the way, the presentation I'm using, you'll have access to that. Currently, there's a generic one that'll be in the chat here soon of the outline, but I have a more polished version of that, which will come to you if you subscribe to us at all. Then you'll get it by email, the outline of this, which is quite useful, I think, for you. So you'll have that now. So we'll do the show, and about halfway through, I'll take a break because it's not a break. I'm not going to leave anything. I'm just going to talk about something else for a few minutes to sort of break the break the difficult. Oh my God, I was going to keep talking. All right, okay, he's going to be quiet now, and I'll go over some things we're doing. I've got a few offers to tell you about that are kind of maybe useful to you. We'll see in a second, and then we'll pick back up again, and we'll close it out at the top of the next hour, and then so there'll be the outro music and all that stuff, and then after that. Very shortly after that, I will open up the room, and the room will still stay open, but I'll go through the chats. And when I've done with that, I'll open up the room to open mic. So that way, if you have questions or any questions, so it doesn't have to be on this topic, it can be anything. But if it's on topic, that's probably best to get those out first, right? And we'll talk about the protocol and etiquette, all that sort of stuff when that time comes. But that's the format of things. So, okay. So anyway, if you're new here, well, welcome to you. Here you go. Some of you have been around for a long time. I go through the room and I see some people have been here almost 5 years with us. The original team, we start off with about 12, I think it was 12 we had. And then we graduated to about 30. We hovered at 40 for about a year. We got to about 80, and that lasted for about a year and a half or two. And then, we're at about 600 right now. So yeah, it's quite a bit difference. So anyway, let's move on here. So let me bring up the presentation for today. It's going to be this one. And again, you'll get a copy of this in PDF, okay? So let me get everything going here correctly. I set up the show correctly. Okay, it's ready to go. We'll start here. So this is going to be about regulations, and it's particular about airspace. So when I say regulations, airspace is regulatory, so it's part of a regulation series of PowerPoints. We use some of this stuff in our class as why, so it's all categorized. So anyway, this is teaching airspace, but don't worry. If you're in the room and you're a pilot and you're not a flight instructor, you're not going to be teaching airspace, this is still for you because we're going to go into the things that you always wanted to know about the airspace. But you were confused, your instructor's confused. And by the way, in the second hour, I almost forgot. In the second hour, I have if you don't know, we talked about a IPC, how to conduct an IPC not long ago. I think it was last week or the week before. And in that, I looked at there's an AC that I looked at, and that AC is about conducting an effective flight review and an IPC, and I didn't like it because I think it's kind of wrong, right? And they're asking us to do things we don't need to do, and then I wanted clarification. Anyway, I emailed off the person that's in charge of that, right? And you're not going to believe it. I have the answers. He responded back to me. What a nice guy, right? And it didn't take that long, right? And he said, "I get it." I said, "Here's what it is." And so I have now that interpretation. It's not a legal interpretation, but it's direct from the horse's mouth there. So I'm going to share that with you in the second hour, okay? So I just want to make sure I've got that set up. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to tell you that so I don't forget about it. And it was also my prompt to open up this this thing. So to open up this email that I'm going to open up. So anyway, let's go to the presentation. Keep on that, and I just want to let you know that. So let's move on. All righty. So from CFI Boot Camp in Miami Beach, Florida. This is the Power Hour. Welcome.